Perhaps you should ask yourself, will I land a job in a good university? And what about tenure? Even better, if I have a job and tenure, will I be able to retain it? Recent months suggest that the answer to those questions and your very future become more, say, precarious. Tenure, you should know, is under attack. So what is it for you? What is going on? In this talk I will give you some clues. Hello, I am Professor Gad Yair, and in my YouTube channel or my course, Land Your Academic Career, you will learn everything you need to know about academia and science careers. Here I provide you with tips, suggestions and recommendations along with general exposure to trends in higher education. Join me on your journey to land an academic career for a tenure track position. Tenure? Where is tenure? It's going away, tenure. In recent months, conservative lawmakers and state officials in the US have begun to propose policies that could reduce the number of tenured academics. In the US, for example, 24 Republican lawmakers in South Carolina filed a bill last November titled the Canceling Professor Tenure Act. I repeat, the Canceling Professor Tenure Act. Not cancel culture, cancel you, cancel your future tenure track position. How awful. This bill would prohibit public colleges and universities from granting tenure to employees hired after December 31st, 2022. If passed, universities will only be able to award 5-year employment contracts. They would also require that current tenured faculty teach additional courses during the spring and fall terms. To forbid professors from hiding under the Code of Academic Freedom, some places now require faculty to post their syllabus online so as to allow the public to see what professors are teaching in class. Such intrusions into the safe space of academia are likely to increase along with the attack against tenure. As a Texas lawmaker said, and I quote him, "Tenured professors must not be able to hide behind the phrase academic freedom and then proceed to poison the minds of our next generation." I am also outraged that the Faculty Council told the legislature and the Board of Regents that it is none of their business what they taught in class. Universities across Texas are being taken over by tenured leftist professors, and it is high time that more oversight is provided. My God, what spirits in Texas. If successful, such attacks on academic freedom and tenure are going to change life in academia. Your life in academia, our life in academia. Still, in most places, these bills have not been implemented. But if they are successful, more and more states will follow the trend. As one commentator stated, similar bills are being proposed by bill mills, namely conservative groups, who prepare the bills and distribute them to whoever wants to control higher education and dismantle its traditions of academic freedoms guaranteed by tenure for more than a century. The American Association of University Professors has denounced such bills. It argues that tenure is essential to higher education because it serves as a safeguard for academic freedom. Tenure allows faculty to study and teach without retaliation from people or groups with opposing political agendas. Note that in many institutions, most academics do not have tenure security in the first place. For example, the American Association of University Professors says that only 1 in 5 professors earns tenure in the United States, 20%. Tenured positions have been on the decline for decades as universities rely more heavily on cheaper instructors and graduate students to teach courses. But there is more than the risk of not getting tenure. There is the risk of losing it, namely being fired despite having tenure. So even if you have tenure, you still have room for concern. A recent example of an attack on tenure was provided by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia. The board unanimously approved a policy that allows the university to terminate the employment of tenured professors without faculty oversight. This policy is the first in the US, but we should suspect that it might be copied elsewhere. In fact, Republican lawmakers in Iowa, Missouri, and Wisconsin have also proposed bills to eliminate tenure. They usually justify their proposal by stating that tenure does not protect student free speech. But some people warn that universities that eliminate tenure will experience an exodus of faculty. They will have difficulty hiring qualified professors because graduate students and postdocs will avoid applying to institutions that evaluate their faculty based on political rather than on scholarly performance. There is a direct link between strong tenure systems and the quality of higher education, a professor said recently. When you see the erosion of tenure and the protections around academic freedom, increasingly what this is going to mean is that people are going to feel less confident about teaching certain things in the classroom for fear of repercussions. Eradicating tenure is in violation of all our core principles, explained. We need to educate the public about the importance of shared governance and the importance of academic freedom. I am not judging anything in these debates. It is the way of democracy. I just point out that robust traditional institutions in higher education are changing. You might say are being under attack, while others might say are being reformed or improved. This is politics, and as you know, politics could have repercussions throughout higher education, throughout your career. So what is it for you? Have you heard such debates closer to home? Can you please share your thoughts with us? Please add your comments below, and if you still want to land an academic career, do click the link below and sign up for this channel. Until next time, I am Professor Gad Yair.